Today is Valentine's Day 2026 when I'm recording this, and I have a very special edition of the Listening Vlogs channel. Today I'm looking at a piece by Austrian composer Hülcker. This is their piece ASMR, Contemporary Music Ensemble. And this score is not freely available online, but a month or so ago I reached out to Neo, and they were very generous and sent me a score. Now, this piece is composed in 2015, I believe. There's also a version from 2017, and it was written for the Decoder Ensemble. I'm really excited to get into the score with y'all. And I'm also going to take the opportunity to look at Neo's biography and get to know them a little bit better. If you're not familiar with the channel format, once I've introduced the piece enough, I'm going to invite you to click on the link in the video description and listen to this piece with me. So you may have to break the immersion for just a bit and come back to the video where I will say a few things about the piece, having heard it myself, and maybe you will agree with some of the things I have to say. Maybe we will have different opinions, but the important thing is that we are experiencing something together and exploring the wonderful world of contemporary classical music. If you look at the first page of the score here, you can see that it's all handwritten, and the instrumentation is video, clarinet in B flat, singer, zither, percussion, cello, and keyboard. You can see that the performers have a lot of directions to follow, and the video component is also ASMR. Perhaps you're familiar with ASMR videos, visuals which create that same tingling sensation which we are after. The first thing that the ensemble does is stroke and rub their hands slowly in front of their microphones. And then you can see for the next minute, roughly, they are doing various activities, such as knead plastic foil in your hands, slow, careful movements. Stroke the brushes of a hairbrush with your fingernails. Rub two miniature disco balls against each other. coal in a nutcracker and let it slowly crack. If the coal has cracked, put new coal in and continue cracking. Unwrap a shiny, metallic deco object wrapped in gift paper. Pick up a wig and stroke the hair. Rub it between your fingers. Brush it carefully. So that is the type of thing you can expect in the opening of this piece. And we also have a number of different signs and symbols for various techniques which are done close to the mic. There's also notes here about the setup, the way that performers should be dressed. Maybe it would be best just to go through it together, one page at a time. And we'll just take our time with this today. There's no rush. It's Valentine's Day. It's a holiday. We have all the time in the world together. So the following objects are needed. The clarinetist will need some plastic foil, a wig, a hairbrush, and nature bristles on said hairbrush. The vocalist will also need a hairbrush, some white woolen gloves, a makeup brush, which could also be a painter's brush. The person playing the electronic zither should have 2 miniature disco balls like the ones pictured here. The percussionist, like we saw before, has a nutcracker and some coal. They also need some plastic foil, 2 miniature disco balls of their own, and a thin wooden board. The cellist should have a decorative object, gift paper, and a ruler. Finally, the keyboardist should have a wig, a hairbrush, and they should be triggering 3 different samples, referred to here as tapes. Every musician should have a microphone, and here are the suggested microphones for each player. During the performance, the lighting should be very bright, like a film set. But while the videos are playing, it should be quite dark. Wear preferably clothes that have glitter on them, or made of shiny materials. You should look special, elegant, and classy. Some of the sounds and symbols. Clarinetist should make some clicking key sounds, fast wiping on the reed, air sounds blowing into possibly the tone holes. I guess key slaps here. The voice can sing the pitches on any vowel that they like. And there are some other sounds which they should refer to this YouTube video to get a sense of them. The ease of there's a number of different wipes they can do, it looks like. Over the tailpiece, back and forth along the strings. They might be required to gently slap the tailpiece. And they may be wiping the muted strings with one finger. A lot of the percussion sounds involve crumpling and uncrumpling foil and their own wiping. And the cello has some unique sounds to their instrument, playing behind the bridge. Using the bow hairs to create sound. And the only thing unique to the keyboard is this glissando across the keys, just so you can hear the sound of those keys clicking. And, of course, you may be required to smile into the audience. As you can see, it's a very pretty score. I'm just going to take a little while here to just scroll through it. It's not very many pages, but they're very detailed. You can see there's a lot of instruction and a lot of silences. Now, I'm going to have to switch tabs here just to talk a little bit about the composer. So let's just count down from 5, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Neil Hülcker. This is their personal website. Neil Hülcker is a composer, performer, whose work focuses on music as anthropological research in everyday life environments. Their compositions evolve as situations, performance installations, actions, and interventions, and deal with digital subculture, such as ASMR. They have created compositions, performances, music theaters, and installations, such as Ear Action, Crackles, Good Dog, and many others. Some of their collaborators include the Decoder Ensemble, which did this work, paranormal queer group, Stellan Veloce, Andy Ingemels, Eva Zollner, Matthias Kull, and others. And if you go on their website, they also have the same biography in German. There are many ensembles here which I don't really have time to list, but hopefully this gives you a sense of the person and their creative interests. I think now is the point in the video where I will have to let you go, but feel free to keep listening, or you could pause it here, as I suggested. The next portion of the video, I'm just going to be talking about my personal experience watching and listening to the Decoder Ensemble perform ASMR. Okay then. So, I would like to start off this half of the video with a apology. In the first few minutes of the video, I said that Neo was Austrian, and they are clearly a German composer. So, for those of you who have made it this far, hopefully that misinformation can be mitigated. My thoughts on the piece, I had a very unique experience switching between the beautiful handwritten score here and the video performance, or the video documentation of being performed. I think the highlight for me was the clarinet ASMR video. I found that to be a really nice centerpiece, which kind of approached the concept of the piece from a different angle. It's sort of like ASMR and contemporary music ensemble are two separate things, and there's all these different ways that they can intersect, and I like Neo's approach here, exploring different ways. And my favorite way was that clarinet ASMR. I loved her demonstration. I liked her nails, and when the ensemble started to whisper her dialogue, or her monologue, I should say, it made me very aware of the breathing that goes into speech, and the fact that every ensemble member has their own breath, their own body, and I just found that was very powerful. That's pretty much all I have to say. I really appreciate you for watching this far to the video, and I think this is a very nice piece that explores digital culture. I really think that contemporary music should be a space for everything and anything, and I'm glad that Neo took the time to put ASMR into the concert hall. And that's about all I have to say. That was the first Valentine's Day special, and happy Valentine's Day. Maybe you can revisit this video next year. I know I'm uploading it a little bit late,